If you're searching for an audiologist in Lawrenceburg, chances are your hearing has started to feel harder than it should. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. 𝗙𝗶𝗰𝗸 with Flex Audiology, and what we're going to talk about today is that before you choose a clinic, there are a couple important things that you should know. First, if you could hit that subscribe button, that really helps us grow our channel and we much appreciate it. So let's just jump right in. What is an audiologist? Audiologists are doctorate level hearing healthcare providers. We are not retail. So I think that's a huge distinction. And we look at hearing aids as tools to a problem, and we primarily approach the challenge from an outcome-based, solution-based program. So we want to make sure we have proper testing. We want to make sure the hearing aids are programmed properly and up to your full prescription. And I cannot emphasize that enough. That is a huge critical missing piece, especially in this area of Lawrenceburg. And then we want to make sure that you get ongoing follow-up care and support. So starting with the right provider really matters. So what should you look for in a clinic? Couple things. Is that clinic evidence-based? Do they look at current research and do they adjust their protocols accordingly? So are they doing testing that's beyond your basic hearing test that we've been doing for the last 70 years? Are they testing you in background noise? Are they testing you with the hearing devices themselves? Are they laying out clear expectations of outcomes? You may or may not know this, but certain hearing aids help you hear better in noise than others, and we can test that in the clinic. So super important there. And then also we want to take a look at your lifestyle. We want to make sure that whatever is going on with your hearing, sometimes hearing aids are not always the solution, and it's not just about the audiogram. How about access? How hard is it to get into the office itself? Are they open 5 days a week? Do they only come in a couple times? Are they only once a month? So things like that really inhibit your access to care. So you want to make sure that they're open 4 to 5 days a week. And then our follow-up's easy to schedule. So is it a consistent schedule for you? Then we want to look at transparency. Are there pricing online? Is it easy to get pricing? Or do you call and they just say, well, that depends. You absolutely have to come into the office and meet with our provider in order to get pricing. We want to make sure there's no pressure. Buying hearing devices, it's not about like buying a car. This shouldn't be a used car salesman approach. So there needs to make sure that your options are clearly explained, that you understand exactly what you're getting. You're rarely just buying the device. You're almost always buying the device as well as the treatment option and follow-up care. So you need to understand what all does that include. So really kind of three components: your device, your treatment, your follow-up. Okay. So the options need to be explained to you. You need to not be sold on the options. And then of course the long-term support. So hearing's not a quick fix. I wish it was, but it's not. Your brain needs time to adapt and to adjust. And so are all those visits built in? Do they make sure that you have successful outcomes before your test point, your adaptation period, whatever they call it, expires? So we want to make sure that's happening. And then really starting local. So why does that matter? Local providers, we understand this community. We live here. We know where the problem areas are for hearing. We've got easier access, less waiting, the same team, consistency. You're going to see us out and about in the community. And we just understand any unique challenges that are in this area because we face the same challenges that you have. And I touched upon this a little bit before, but when we're talking about your hearing may be more than just hearing aids. So maybe you've got ringing or buzzing, hissing, humming, ocean sounds in your ears. Maybe you're having listening fatigue at work because of the environments that you're in, the meeting spaces that you're in. Maybe you're having trouble understanding speech even when the volume's turned up. It's just not clear. And our hearing changes over time. So with that, your hearing needs change as well. So lots of reasons to start with an audiologist and getting a full comprehensive evaluation and not just the device. So if you're looking for an audiologist in Lawrenceburg, start by choosing someone who explains your options, respects your budget, and supports you beyond that first visit. And if that's what you're looking for, we would be happy to help you get started here. So if you guys have any questions, definitely drop me a line. Feel free to give us a call. Have a great day.